Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been struggling to record this video. I have trouble looking up, I have trouble with bright lights, my eye is doing weird stuff, making it hard to keep it open. I'm also mildly dyslexic, and I got a fat tongue. That being said, I also have severe ADHD and I will go on forever if I don't script. So I have scripted this video. Please forgive me looking off to the side and reading and whatnot and struggling the whole way through. I'm going to trip a lot, but I do want to thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for 100 subs. You really don't know what this means for me, so let me elaborate. I've always had trouble working normal jobs with my random assortment of mental and physical disabilities, including, but not limited to, autism, ADHD, anxiety, asthma, clinical depression, insomnia, scoliosis, migraines, and physical hypersensitivity. The full list is pages long and I've already TMI'd. Being normal is impossible for me. I've worked retail, loss prevention, sales and night crews. I've been a forklift driver, DJ assistant, security, two-time gym attendant, personal trainer, landscaper, general handyman, guitar tech, roadie, and technically a life coach, as well as a secondary editor on a small film. I even worked as a PA for the TV studio that did Sandmasters. Honestly, I'm sure I've forgotten a handful of jobs I've done. I've learned a lot, but none of them stuck. Most of my life, I've been unable to focus on school or work because they're simply not catered to the way my brain works. Music was my first major, as you can probably tell by my tattoo. Then psychology the year after. During that process, I met an amazing professor who taught me much more than just how to lift. Then, somehow, in 2019, I managed to get an associate in science degree in exercise science. I started in 2011. In 2017, after an unrelated surgery on my right shoulder, which made me left-handed for a semester of school, which was fun, I was diagnosed with stage 4 acute lymphoblastic leukemia and didn't realize it then, but discovered that I had 2 to 4 weeks left to live if I hadn't gone into the hospital when I did. The cancer was the easy part. Treatment for the cancer ended up taking my hips, almost 6 years of my life, and what little was left of my dignity. I'm still coming to terms with the mental damage that did. For a few months, I was in the infusion clinic 8 to 12 hours a day, 3 to 5 days a week. On a handful of occasions, I ended up having to stay in the hospital for a week or two at a time. About halfway through treatment, and right as I was starting to get back on my feet with a new job, COVID happened. Chasing passion is hard, as is trying to get back up from cancer when you're a normal, fully functional human, I'd assume. YouTube, with all its faults, is something I can do, and I hope to make it my job over the next year or so. I'm eternally grateful to my support system at home. My friends and family are the only reason I'm still alive. Special shout out to my fiance Julia. She's the most supportive person I've ever met and I love her dearly. Seeing so many people care enough to sub so quickly after finally starting to apply myself here is extremely motivating. I like making videos and I feel like I can become great at it with your support. Thank you again for 100 subscribers. Let's make it to 1,000. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe. In 2017, after an unrelated, that sounds so like formal. I wrote this and I can't read this. Hello there. I know that felt fake, but I just wrote it. I've been stressing about it. It's 5 o'clock. I started this around noon.